What's going on, guys? This is the Counter Tyrant here. Not taking on another trial and not doing a full video, not doing an Arena Masters, just talking about a unit. And that unit is Cloud. Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children Cloud. This guy is bonkers. People are creating content out the wazoo. I'm seeing content creators create so many videos off of him, it's not even funny. Sinzar literally did a boss rush of all the current series boss battles. Go check it out, super worth it. I'll try to post the link in the description below. It's insane what this guy's capable of. The one thing that I think he's missing, and it's really not that big a deal because it's not as the reason we use him, is the 6-time multiplier. He doesn't have that. Side note, music, I'm still working on it, y'all. I can hear it now. I have it literally as low as it can go. I've changed the ending on. I don't know what's going on with that. But this guy is just all over the place. I wasn't gonna pull on him. I kind of wanted to because I thought the motorcycle thing was cool. His animations are cool. I like the whole double sword thing. I don't really understand this because he's not holding both swords. I'm sure it's a lore thing of why he has two swords. Because look, he only has one sword there. One sword. Two swords. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's all about. So he is the unit that I've been waiting for. I didn't really realize it. He dual wields, so he gets to use the Supreme Sword of Light, which I've wanted to use for a while. I debated on using my Trust Super STMR Moogle on it for a really long time. I don't know if I cover the speaker. Maybe that'll muffle it? I don't know. We're trying that. Supreme Sword of Light, I wanted to use it for a while, and I almost used my UOC on Crown Prince Noctis to get his sword that's similar to Supreme Sword of Light. It doesn't have the damage variance that Supreme Sword of Light has. Supreme Sword of Light, I'm just going to call it the SSL, not SNL, SSL. It has a damage variance of 1 to 1.1, which is extremely rare. I think there's only 3 one-handed weapons in the game that have a weapon variance. It's this, the what's it called? The Angel Slayer, but it has a bad one. It has a reverse one, and then there's the it has one attack. Yeah, the Excalibur. This thing. It doesn't actually talk to you. It's so dumb. So those are the only 2 in the game, or 3 rather, in the game that aren't a double-handed sword with a weapon. I wanted to use that. So I'm so close to using it. I'm glad I didn't, because I ended up using my Cloud to get his STR. I pulled one, got the prism and the I've seen some people get crazy lucky and stuff like that. Similar luck to me. I feel like I got pretty much the worst luck because I know 1 out of 37,000 lapis or something like that. Pulled my 4th Edgar recently. King Rain's armor, Edwin's coronet, Erdwin, not Edwin. Wings that transcend time, Courage to Move On, his own TMR, Astral Projection, and Ronso Guardian. I've just been waiting for this unit to come out for so long. The next one I'm wanting to come out is a hybrid dual wield unit. Basically Elena but dual wield. Hasn't happened yet, so here's where we get that. I mean, you could say that Nagi or you could say Nagi is one, or not easy. Like, I'm talking about like crazy top tier stuff. I mean, Nagi's really good with her enhancements and everything, so don't get me wrong. But I'm talking like super busted, like next, like meta defining type stuff. But no, this guy is crazy, and like I feel like he was underhyped pretty heavily. Do I think he's a must-have? No, I do not think he's a must-have. I think if you can get him, and you like even have a slight inkling that you want him, I think you should get him. His kit's really cool. He does a lot of. I mean, he's really straightforward how you use him. But he can do Earth and Light, Stardust Ray, and he imbues himself. His Imperial's 80%, so it's not super strong. I think it's in here, right? Yeah, he does it at 80%. Chance of adding the element. Oh yeah, that's just Imperial or adding the element. So if you use them with, or like if you're trying to do that, you need a better Imperial than that. I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, but 100 to 120% is pretty much the norm nowadays with Imperialing. So you can do that. So he works well with Madame Adele. He works well with Awakened Onion Knight. He works well with Ed from Full Metal Alchemist. He does all that stuff. You want to just get his limit burst off a lot. There's I don't quite know his full rotation yet, but it's not hard by any means. So my focus is like balancing between killers and LB damage. Currently I have him at just LB damage with maxing out attack. I had a build earlier where I just made him like max out attack. I just changed this stuff. And then I changed Ronso Guardian to Heart Overcoming Hatred, where in the world that is. And I changed that to that or something like that. And it still doesn't look right. He's got 275% human killer, so I have Diablo. Oh, that's why his attack's not high enough. But I have Diablos on him right now. So he's everything I wanted and more. He's who I wish Titus was. Titus, man, such a disappointment. You have to set up so much with him. It's worth it if you like the character, which I do. But excuse me. I have like 5 or 6 friend units for Titus. It was I really do want to defend it, but it was a mistake. I shouldn't have pulled for Titus. It sucks to say that because he's the reason why I got into this game, because like I started playing when his banner came out 3 years ago. Almost like today. Let's see if it has like when I started playing. But like no one's playing with him. So many characters have come out and everything. So no, that's not it. Where is it? Trophies? It must be under records or something. Yeah. Total login days. Does it have like a date? Like when I started? It was in May. I know it was in May 3 years ago. So May 2017. It's wild. It's wild to play a game every day for 3 years. Some days I put in a lot of time. Some days I put in the bare minimum. Almost that like infamous rank 200. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. He's just really good. He comes with 150% machine and human killer, which is great. He can imbue, he can imperil. He obviously can buff himself. He can his LB, which you want to pair with another one. When you chain it up and you cap something, like holy cow, you're gonna see some bonker damage there. I mean, that's how all these people are making these crazy videos. I don't know if I'll have the time this week to post like a crazy video, but I just definitely think he's worth it. All the stuff he comes in with, all kinds of resources. He's gonna get support in the future. Clouds like the first video from the cloud, so I do think he'll get late abilities, he'll get more awakenings. Obviously, there's Neo Vision, I'm sure. That's the other thing. I still want to call people BS. Like, people are talking about like saving until Neo Visions, but you're right. Stop. No one's doing that. Like, you're gonna see something new. Ratios like that before in the past, and there wasn't never that bad of luck. That's some bad luck. Once you get to like 50,000 and you don't pull one, guess what? You wait a day and you come back to it. You don't sit there and keep grinding out the Lapis. That's the dumbest thing in the world. It's terrible. But I'm interested to see what they do with limited units, because limited units are clearly at a disadvantage. They're not in the game as long, so it's harder to get extra copies of them. Currently, the only limited unit that I have more than 4 copies of to get the TMR is White Knight Noel. I have 2 extra copies, so I've pulled 6 essentially. And I technically could get his Prism in the shop to get 7. Am I gonna do that? No. His STR is not very good. It was good like a year and a half ago, when it came out, but that's not very good. So curious to see what they do here. I am a tad annoyed with the latent ability system. They've like really thrown that thing to the side. There's units that they've passed on that didn't get enhancements. Auron hasn't gotten his enhancements, which blows my mind. He's like one of the best breakers in the game, and they're just like letting him just sit there and not giving him his latent or his ability awakenings. He did get latent abilities, and maybe that's their thing. They're like, oh, maybe his ability awakenings and JP were too strong, so we're gonna just give him a latent ability. If that's the case, they need to come out and say stuff like that, because like, I don't know, there's people that are like, they keep saying like, we're not JP, and yet they like do stuff that JP does, and they'll explain stuff ahead of time because they exist in JP and stuff. And it's like, well, why do that if y'all aren't JP? Like, I don't know. I think that's such a cop-out thing to say. But anyways, here we are. Felix and Tiana still haven't received any sort of ability awakenings. I don't know, that's some garbage. I don't know. I'm just nervous because I've definitely put a lot of energy and resources into my limited units. That's my favorite part of the game, because they're usually really cool, or they do something interesting or neat, different that we haven't seen before, especially the global exclusive ones. I'm not even talking collab units, because I've never really cared about a collab unit. I've never like put a lot of resources into it. I mean, I used the STMR Moog on 11, but that's just because the STMR's busted, not 11's busted. So, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss with the collab units. I think you should never pull on collab units unless you love that game. Like, it's top 5 favorite game for you in your entire life. I think you avoid collab units like the plague. There's no point in pulling on them. They never support the unit after the unit comes out. It's so rare. The fact that Valkyrie profile got ability awakenings and stuff, I wasn't like, no one. I think some people were expecting it because I think they did do that in JP, but like, I wasn't gonna hold my breath on it. Star Ocean, the Rena, and oh wait, has Rena received awakenings? I actually can't remember now. Rena, I think she received awakenings. No, she has not. So Rena, Fate, what's the girl's name? Sophia, no ability awakenings, no latent abilities, nothing. Like, those characters are dead in the water. What's that guy? Victor, like all those characters just dead, like super dead in the water. We'll be lucky if we see anything come back from them. Like, you can tell right here that I don't pull on the, like, I don't go crazy. I have, let's see, I have the AIK Perry STMR, I have that. I have the 11 STMR, I have the Gilgamesh STMR, and Marquita Land. That was a free one, so that doesn't really count. I have the Rena STMR and the Sophia STMR. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units in 3 years that I've gotten enough to get the STMR, let alone extra units. So, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm like, this is major tangents right now. This is a video about Cloud. I think he's worth pulling just because of, like, you're gonna have friend units, and that's the most important thing. Friend list. Can you like have people? He also works really well with others for Dark Visions, so that's a mega plus. He's got decent HP. I mean, I don't really have any HP gear on him. Yeah, I don't have any HP gear on him, and he's already at like 12,000. That's insane. He has the 30% HP here from the rare ability and 10% HP, but that's it. He doesn't have it. There's nothing else here. I haven't even doored his HP. I've only doored his attack, so like he can get even more, which is great. So survivability. He has guts. He is relatively easy to gear. Like, I mean, if you have, like, just going back to the build that I had a second ago, like, we're talking TMRs, like Edwin's Coronet and King Rain's armor, TMRs. You don't have to have the busted STMR sword great sword combo here. You don't have to have limited mood, lucid lens, save Edgar coin. You don't have to have all that stuff. I'd say wings to transcend time. I think that's extremely crazy good. Courage to move on. That's his TMR. Astral protection. That's Crown Prince Noctis's TMR. Heart overcoming hatred. TMR. So that's there's 3 TMRs. 4, 5. That's 5 TMRs. That's half, right? Yeah, that's half. Half is TMRs. And then the other half is STMRs, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5 STMRs, 5 TMRs right now. Wait, something's missing. Oh, what's this? I don't know what this was. Oh, it was Ronso's thing. Ronso Guardian. Yeah, so I recommend pulling on him. Wait, how long is this? 20 minutes, holy cow. My recommendation is pull on him if you like him. There's just so many. His name is Cloud. He's gonna get he's gonna get a ton of support. So just to run, like, too long didn't read. His name's Cloud. He's gonna get support. Friends list. Dark Visions works really well. Easy to build. If you've been playing over the last 6 to 8 months, super easy to build. Is he good for like a brand new person? Maybe. I don't know. That's kind of hard to say. I'd say I'd give him like a 7 out of 10. I don't think he's that easy. But he's not like a mage where it's like, oh, I have no mage gear. You can build him with killers and stuff. Like right now I think he has like 275. Yeah, 275 for human. Like I don't even have any materials on it. It's just because he has 150 normal and I have Diablos, so 125. So anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing. If you have questions about the unit, I do plan to try to make some boss videos with him to just showcase what he can do. I've got to get the team comp right, so I'll be working on that. I'm not sure who else is going to be on it, but anyways, y'all, I appreciate y'all joining out. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Did you pull? How'd you do? How are you gearing them? Are you focusing on LB? Are you trying to get them balanced between LB and attack? Are you what killers are you using? Like what bosses are you using him against and showing what he can do? Between him and Gilgamesh, War of the Visions, those two units I want to start making some videos on or with, as well as Titus. Titus is, as I said earlier, a bit harder to do. But yeah, y'all, it's been a pleasure working with you. It's been a pleasure putting this video together. Hope all is well, and hope you all have an excellent rest of your night. Counter Tyrant out.